Shri Shri Radha Krishna Govardhana Shama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Ki Mathuranam Ki Jagannath Puranam Ki Jagannath Swami Ki Gaura Ki Purnamai Ki Tulsi Marani Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Samveta Bhaktaram Ki Jai Gaura Prabhu. All glories to the Son of
Hare Krishna.
Glories to the Son of
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the Son of
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Shri
Hare
Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Krishna. So, I was asked to choose any verse, and do you have any suggestions? Any special desires?
You feel like Christmas Eve and you say that.
What was that?
What?
What did you say?
We feel like Christmas Eve,
Okay.
like we can desire something.
Yes.
For them.
411? Okay. Ye yatamam prabhatyante.
Ye yatamam prabhadyante.
Ye yatamam prabhatyante.
Ye yatamam prabhadyante.
Tamstataiva vayamyaham.
Tamstataiva Bhajamyam.
Tamstataiva vayamyaham.
Tamstataiva Bhajamyam.
Mama vartmanu vartante.
Mama Vartmanu Vartante.
Mama vartmanu vartante.
Mama Vartmanu Vartante.
Manusya partha sarvashaha.
Manusya Partha Sarvashaha.
Mama vartmanu sampart. Mama vartmanu partha sarvasaha.
Manusya Partha Sarvashaha.
Manusya partha sarvashaha.
Manusya Partha Sarvashaha.
Yatamam prapadyante.
Yatamam Prapadyante.
Tamstataiva vyamyaham.
Tamstataiva Bhajamyam.
Mama
Mama Vatmanu Vartante,
Manusha Partha Sarvashaha.
Manusha Partha Sarvasaha.
Next, please.
Yeyatamam prapachyante
Yeyatamam prapadyante,
Samstataiva bhajamyaham
Samstataiva bhajamyaham,
Mama varmanu vartante
Mama Vatmanu Vartante,
Manushapartha sarvashaha
Manusya Partha Sarvasaha.
Yeyatamam prapadyante
Yeyatamam prapadyante
Yeyatamam prapadyante,
Samstataiva bhajamyaham
Samstataiva bhajamyaham,
Mama
Vatmanu Vartante,
Shyama Partha Sarvashaha
Manusya Partha Sarvasaha.
Yeyatamam prapadyante
Yeyatamam prapadyante, Tamsadaiva bhajamyaham, Mama Vatmanu Vartante, Manusya Partha Sarvasaha.
Yeyatamam prapadyante
Yeyatamam prapadyante,
Samstataiva bhajamaham
Tamsadaiva bhajamyaham,
Mama Vatmanu Vartante
Mama Vatmanu Vartante,
Manusya Partha Sarvashaha
Manusya Partha Sarvasaha.
Ye,
Yea,
all who,
all who,
yata,
Yata,
as,
mam,
unto me,
prapadyante, surrender,
tam, them,
tata,
so,
eva,
certainly,
pajami,
reward,
aham, I,
mama, my, vartma, path,
anuvartante,
follow, manushyaha, all men, Partha, O son of Prita, Sarvashaha, in all respects. Translation. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Prita. Purport by His Divine Grace. Is Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Yes. Maybe we can take a little rest. Everyone is searching for Krishna in different aspects of his manifestations. Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead, is partially realized in his impersonal Brahma Jyoti effulgence, and as the all-pervading Supersoul dwelling within everything, including the particles of atoms. But Krishna is fully realized only by his pure devotees. Consequently, Krishna is the object of everyone's realization, and thus anyone and everyone is satisfied according to one's desire to have him. In the transcendental world also, Krishna reciprocates with his pure devotees in a transcendental attitude, just as the devotee wants him. One devotee may want Krishna as supreme master, another as his personal friend, another as his son, and still another as his lover. Krishna rewards all the devotees equally, according to their different intensities of love for him. In the material world, the same reciprocations of feelings are there, and they are equally exchanged by the Lord with the different types of worshippers. The pure devotees, both here and in the transcendental abode, associate with him in person and are able to render personal service to the Lord and thus derive transcendental bliss in his loving service. As for those who are impersonalist and who want to commit spiritual suicide by annihilating the individual existence of the living entity, Krishna helps also by absorbing them into his effulgence. Such impersonalists do not agree to accept the eternal blissful personality of Godhead. Consequently, they cannot relish the bliss of transcendental personal service to the Lord, having extinguished their individuality. Some of them who are not firmly situated, even in the impersonal existence, return to this material field to exhibit their dormant desires for activities. They are not admitted into the spiritual planets, but they are again given a chance to act on the material planets. For those who are fruity workers, the Lord awards desired results of their prescribed duties, as the Yageshvara and those who are yogis seeking mystic powers are awarded such powers. In other words, everyone is dependent for success upon his mercy alone, and all kinds of spiritual processes are at different degrees of success on the same path. Unless, therefore, one comes to the highest perfection of Krishna consciousness, all attempts remain imperfect, as is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam 2.3.10. Akama sarva karmova moksha kama udarati Tivrena bhakti yogina yayita purusham param. Whether one is without desire, that is the condition of the devotees, or desires of fruited results, or is after liberation, one should with all efforts try to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead for complete perfection, culminating in Krishna consciousness. Yetamam prabhanante tamstitavabhyamyam mama vartman vartante manusha partha sarvasa. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Prita. Nama Om Vishnu Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaura Prachata Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Prachata Teshata. So Bhagavad Gita is a very special book, spoken by the Supreme Personality of God himself. So it's not something ordinary, it's most special and very personal. He speaks to Arjuna, but that means he also speaks to all of us. And Srila Prabhupada actually said one can receive the same benefit as if one sits or stands in front of Krishna and he personally speaks as you read the Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is reciprocating as is explained. Is reciprocating with everyone according to our desires. So in the material world, we know it's a very subtle thing. Our desires very easily is manifesting in our hearts. And sometimes desires which are not desirable. Desires which is causing confusion and causes bewilderment, suffering, struggle, and many, many problems. So desires are very, it's always there, desires. So it's, the art in Krishna consciousness is to purify our desires, so that we desire the right thing. I remember when I was in YouTube and I started to chant Hare Krishna and I came to the temple, I got this realization that, like when I came from Mongolati the first times, and it was like hard, it was a struggle, not easy. And we were staying in Korsnäs Gård outside Stockholm in Brahmacharya ashram, and when you woke up and there was, you gather with many other devotees in the shower, and it was quite difficult for the mind to take that. But then I experienced that it was amazing when we were chanting japa together with the devotees after kirtan. Especially I got this realization when I was chanting japa, how everything changed, and it became so tasteful and relishable, and I could experience the desires actually changed. That the desires to associate with devotees, to be in the kirtans, to hear chant together with devotees, it was increasing. So although the desire was not there from the beginning, but just by this association, so it changed. And it actually changes to our real desires. Real desires is pure Krishna conscious desires. That's the natural desires. And all other desires are unnatural. So association is most important if we want to come to that point where we really want to get this burning desire just to surrender in pure Krishna consciousness, as Srila Prabhupada showed that example. So Srila Prabhupada many times recited this verse Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Shastra called Lava Matra, Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Siddhavoy. That just associate with devotees, it's emphasized so much. Even for a short time, Lava Matra, Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Siddhavoy, one can attain perfection. So Harisari Prabhu, who was servant to Srila Prabhupada, he said that when Chaitanya Charitamrita came out, it became a little like discussion around this, that how is it possible that in just a very short time, if you come in contact with a pure devotee, you can attain perfection? How is that? How is it possible? Lava Matra. Prabhupada said it's 11 part of a second. It's a very, very short time. So yeah, how is it possible? So this was coming up as a discussion, and then one sannyasi asked Srila Prabhupada directly, how is it possible? And Srila Prabhupada gave the answer. It's like if you have dry wood. If you have really dry wood, if it comes in contact with fire, then immediately there is fire. But if the wood is not dry, then it can take a long, long time. So the fire is compared to the guru, to the spiritual master. If the guru is bona fide, and the disciple also is bona fide, like Arjuna, perfect disciple, he was so eager to hear from Krishna. He had complete faith in Krishna, and he surrendered completely to Krishna. So, and Krishna, as a supreme spiritual master, he spoke. So when this is, when the speaker is perfect and the hearers are perfect, then it has a tremendous effect, and very, very quickly. It goes very, very quickly. Like also Shukadeva Goswami when he spoke to Maharaj Parikshit. Maharaj Parikshit just wanted to hear with complete rapt attention. And that made Shukadeva Goswami very inspired to speak. And then Parikshit Maharaj became more inspired. And Shukadeva Goswami became more inspired like that. So they inspired each other. So this when this situation is there, then very, very quickly the effect is there. But like we said, if one has not pure motives, if the desire for pure devotional service is not so strong, it takes time. It's as it is. So this association is very, very important. So it's Srila Prabhupada, he was as a pure devotee, he was caring about everyone. I just read about one instance in New Dwarka, in I think it's Los Angeles, isn't it? New Dwarka. It was Shritakirti Prabhu who told the story. Srila Prabhupada has such an immense, one can say, responsibility. He was, to create ISKCON, and I think this was in 1976, and there were so many projects going on, so many preaching activities, so many devotees, and everyone wanted his opinion or his advice or his orders and like that. And so one day Shritakirti Prabhu, he heard a bell, Srila Prabhupada was ringing his bell, and he came into the room, and then he saw Srila Prabhupada, he was like staring at the floor, and then he told Shritakirti Prabhu, "Do you see that?" And Shritakirti Prabhu, he didn't see anything first, but when he looked closer, and he saw it was a little bug was on the floor. Then Srila Prabhupada said, "I have observed this bug for some time, and he's very weak. He's actually hungry. And so, can you please take a prasadam flower and bring him outside? You can bring him to the bush there, or the tree, and put him there, and then he will get some nourishment." So Shritakirti Prabhu, he was amazed, and he did that, and he put him out, and then they didn't speak more about it. But that shows the consciousness of the pure devotee. He's like caring for everyone, see everyone with an equal vision. Like we might experience that when we have a lot of things to do, and we feel maybe very busy, there's pressure, time pressure like that, we become irritated if there are small details, like maybe others are asking about, and But Srila Prabhupada, having the whole ISKCON movement and cared for a little bug. And he took his time, he was observing the bug and he cared about it and he was hungry. So that's his consciousness, the compassion, the feelings of a pure devotee, very, very sensitive like that. So our goal is to surrender to Krishna in pure devotional service, and that is not easy. But by good association, then the desire in the heart can become more and more strong. And somehow or other, if we can be Krishna conscious, to always remember Krishna, like Krishna says in the 7th chapter in Bhagavad Gita, Rasa Hamapsikantya, that I'm the tasting water. We can, Krishna advises how one can remember him in different ways, directly or indirectly, like through his also energies. Srila Prabhupada said it's very simple. You just, when we drink water every day, everyone. So if we have to remember Krishna's words, Rasa Amapsikantya, I'm that taste in water. So we can drink water consciously or in Krishna consciousness. But remember, of course it has a very special taste, the water. If it's pure water, if it's very sweet and like that, we can really appreciate it. So that taste is Krishna. So immediately Prabhupada said, then we are Krishna conscious. Immediately. So we can also drink water like we do every day. Everyone drinks water. So we can also drink without, being aware or conscious of this taste is Krishna. Think about so many other things. But we can also, if you like, you can try. Next time you drink water, just be conscious. Oh, Rasa Mapsikantya, the tasting water. And like he said, Pravashmi Shashishurayo, I'm the light of the sun and moon. So we see the sun, we see the moon. So many times we just take it like an ordinary thing. But actually it's a mystery.